What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L here, with Jude Law playing the role of Albus Dumbledore in the new Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, which opens Friday. I decided to do a top 10 list of my 10 favorite Jude Law movies, because he's been around for a while and he's done some pretty decent stuff in the past. So, that being said, here's my top 10 Jude Law films. Coming in at Nakami Spy. Spy is really funny. I recently did my 10 favorite Melissa McCarthy movies, my 10 favorite Jason Statham movies, and my 10 favorite Rose Byrne movies. And Spy was pretty much on those lists. It's a really funny comedy. Jude Law was actually really funny, and he shows that he could do more than just serious comedies. I mean, serious dramas, I meant. Sorry. He has some really comedic chops. And I really dug the chemistry between him and Melissa McCarthy. I thought that chemistry worked out well. Spy is a really funny comedy. And yeah, I mean, if you, I already said this, but if you still haven't seen Spy, check it out. I mean, it's directed by Paul Feig, Melissa McCarthy, Jude Law. Good cast, good director. It's really funny. Definitely give this one a go. All right, coming in at number 9 will be Hugo, where Jude Law actually plays the main character's father. It's directed by Martin Scorsese, and it was actually his first PG movie, if I'm not mistaken. And it also starred Asa Butterfield. Chloe Moretz was in this. Pretty solid cast. And it was released in 2012, I believe. Let me put the year. Yeah, 2011 is when it came out. It's a really good one. I mean, it has some pretty good visual effects. Martin Scorsese, of course, did a good job at directing this. I mean, of course, Martin Scorsese would do a good job. He's Martin Scorsese. He's the best. Yeah, I mean, Hugo is a really good one. If you guys still haven't seen Hugo by now, definitely give it a go. I think you'll probably enjoy it. All right, coming in at number 8 is this film called Dom Hemingway. This film also had Emilia Clarke in it. She played Jude Law's daughter. I thought Emilia Clarke was pretty good in this. Jude Law was really funny in this. Dom Hemingway is a really funny one. I mean, I was a little late to the party with this movie. I mean, I saw it on HBO a couple of months after it left theaters, and it's a really funny film. It has lots of heart to it. Always good. Check it out. I think you'll probably enjoy it. All right, coming in at number 7 will be another Scorsese film, and that will be The Aviator. Now, The Aviator is a really good one. It was released in... when did that come out? It was released in 2004, and it had a really impressive cast. I mean, besides Laura, it also had Leonardo DiCaprio, Cate Blanchett, Gwen Stefani, John C. Reilly. And it was about like the early years of Howard Hughes. The Aviator is fantastic. It starred Jude Law as Robin Hood star Errol Flynn. Jude Law as the role was really good. I mean, if you guys still haven't seen The Aviator by now, that's another really good Jude Law movie worth checking out. Alright, coming in at number 6 will be Sherlock Holmes. Now, this also had Jude Law as Watson, starring with Robert Downey Jr., who played the role of Sherlock Holmes. It was directed by Guy Ritchie. Rachel McAdams was in this. I really dug the first Sherlock Holmes. Not so much, but didn't really care much for the sequel. But Jude Law as Watson, I thought really worked well. And I'm really looking forward for Sherlock Holmes 3 when that gets released, because that's supposed to be coming out in 2020. So yeah, I'm really curious seeing a part 3 despite me not liking part 2, but as long as Jude Law and Robert Downey Jr. returns, I'll give it a go. Alright, coming in at number 5 will be The Holiday. This is a really cute little holiday rom-com. I mean, it starred the likes of Kate Winslet, Jack Black, Cameron Diaz, and Jude Law. It's a really good one. I mean, it got released in 2006. Not really a lot of people talk about, but it's actually a really good rom-com worth checking out. Where like different couples, ends up falling for each other, around the holidays. Hence the title. All right, coming in at number 4 will be the David O. Russell film I Heart Huckabees. I gotta say, this is kind of another underrated gem. I Heart Huckabees is really funny. I mean, it has a dysfunctional family, but it worked well. It also had people like Mark Wahlberg, Naomi Watts. Who else was it? It's been a long time since I've seen I Heart Huckabees, but I remember when I saw it, I really dug it. Wait, Jason Schwartzman was in this? Yeah, it had a really good cast and it's a really good film. I mean, of course, it's David O. Russell. He's always the best. If you guys haven't seen I Heart Huckabees, that's another really good Jude Law movie worth checking out. All right, coming in at number 3 will be Alfie, which is actually a remake of a Michael Caine film. And I gotta say, the Alfie remake with Jude Law is actually better in my opinion. Jude Law, I thought, brought so much charisma as the title role of Alfie. It even had Sienna Miller, Nia Long. It was a really good little film. Yeah, it's definitely another good Jude Law movie worth checking out. All right, coming in at number 2 is Closer. I recently did my 10 favorite Julia Roberts movies, and this film ended up on that list as well. Closer is fantastic. It's it's a pretty good romantic drama. Jude Law was pretty good in it. He actually ends up falling for Julia Roberts' character. I thought that chemistry worked pretty well. And Clive Owen, I thought, gave a fantastic performance here. Natalie Portman as a stripper really worked. It was directed by the late, great Mike Nichols, and he did a really good job with this movie. If you guys still haven't had a chance to check out Closer, this is another good Jude Law movie worth checking out. All right, coming in at number 1 of my 10 favorite Jude Law movies. Coming in at number 1 will be The Talented Mr. Ripley. I'll list you guys for a minute, but anyway, the Talented Mr. Ripley is another good one. It starred Jude Law with people Matt Damon, Gwyneth Paltrow, and it's based on a book. I mean, Talented Miss Ripley's such a good gem. It got released in when did it get released in? Wait, it got released in 1999? Boy, this movie turns 20 next year. Dang. And it was directed by Anthony Minghella. I mean, Talented Mr. Ripley is really good. It had good performances by Jude Law, by Matt Damon, by Gwyneth Paltrow. I mean, if you guys haven't seen Talented Mr. Ripley by now, I mean, definitely check it out, especially since it turns 20 next year. It's definitely worth watching. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my 10 favorite Jude Law movies. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 10, Spy. 9, Hugo. 8, Hemingway. 7, The Aviator. 6, Sherlock Holmes. 5. The Holiday. 4. I Heart Huckabees. 3. Alfie. 2. Closer. 1. Talented Mr. Ripley. Now, he's been in loads of other stuff that I could have added. Let me put. Let's see how much of a resume Jude Law has. Can't wait to see him Captain Marvel, by the way. Enemy of the Gates he was in. Gaffiga. Cold Mountain's a pretty good one. Oh, definitely not King Arthur. AI. Definitely not Repo Man. Side Effects, Road to Perdition, Grand Budapest Hotel, lots of good ones. And some bad ones too. I mean, King Arthur is not a good one. But let me leave it to you guys. What are your favorite Jude Law movies? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.